Greetings, YouTube. We're back with part 4. So we're still in the room. Let's get back to the story. My bags are sitting at the foot of the bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stocked with my clothes. Also, it seems that there are a number of school uniforms hanging in there as well. His parents left without even saying goodbye. A note is pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. Hi, Hee-chan. We unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that these don't fit. You should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kind of hoped I would have, then there would have been something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and I lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming and for the entire day too. I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow. I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medications are neatly arranged on my table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside and read the glued-on pharmacy label. The pills. Hisao Kai. Take 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Holy crap, that's pretty hardcore. It doesn't really say that, but it might as well. Okay. It's kind of twisted having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a thought, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bottle, carefully to check the right dosages. Ellipsis. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. After that, I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. Sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon, the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling, like every ceiling does at night, it becomes the only thing I can recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness and unfamiliarity and fear creeping up on my spine once again. I drift further away from the world I knew. Ew, he didn't brush his teeth. Gross. First day complete. Ugh. I wake up in a strange room. Ugh. Solid morning light shimmers from the gray light ceiling. I'd forgotten to draw the curtains closed. This is my room, isn't it? This is the 3rd room this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that it is indeed me who's supposed to be here. My bags on the floor, my school books on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating, until I open a bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on the new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of the generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloths against my back is a good one. A natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from the one I used to wear before. And that goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more and more like a normal school. Except for the people, who are crazy! I think back to the talk with Kenji yesterday. Misa's constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Sweep. 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 Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal. But I'm sure others are. This guy doesn't even consider that people might think he's an asshole. He's like, these people are all weird. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I would like to join one. All through class, the question remains in my mind, so I decide to ask Shizune about it as we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. Ellipsis. Ellipsis. She crosses her arm and shifts her gaze slowly to Misa, who looks more preoccupied, was trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Ellipsis. Sorry, Shi-chan. Is there something you wanted from me? I really don't like, of when you have like a wooden pencil. Feeling of erasing and erase the metal part scrapes on the paper. I have goosebumps. I hate it so much when the eraser's like down to nothing. Oof, I can't even think about it. Oh my god. Oh god. Ugh, can't even. Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hee-chan. My first thought is that it means that she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misa, please don't prove me right. Ellipsis. Oh, that's right, everyone encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you could help out with that too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misa freezes. I don't know, Hee-chan. The truth is it's a local event. I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly long, grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Ellipsis. Oh, who cares? Misa puffs out her chest and shouts Shizune's words at me with a disappropriate amount of pride. Too loud. I could see heads turning in our direction. Not so loud. Ellipsis. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind a festival are inevitably to change with time. Ellipsis! Exclamation point! Now it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Ha ha ha! I don't know why I do her laugh like that. I can't even think of a laugh that she would have other than just like ha ha ha. Bit crazy. I would like to go after the pink-haired girl. Unless you go after her, you don't get to find out why she's even at the school. With most people that you interact with in this game, you come to realize pretty quickly what's up with him. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, battling his long wooden pointer against his palm like a baton. He shoots pointed gazes at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misa stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without a care. Ellipsis! We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right, Shi-chan. You were asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glare exchange between them. Misa's tone also changed, but although it does with every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misa and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind, and then something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher who's looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? Hee-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misa just looking at me looking after the girl who just left? No, nothing. Okay, well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Do you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Ellipsis! Yay! Okay, Chi-chan, perfect. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. The end! And then he had a heart attack and died. End of game. Before I have time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it all. It's not in contest or anything. Ellipsis. Yes, it is, Hee-chan. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misa always moving her hands, not only signing everything she says, but what everyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misa's hands and me. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misa, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voices I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me. Would it be disrespectful to only talk to her through Misa? Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. All this is very confusing and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest because contests and competitions are over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not actually a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. Maybe this is a contest to her, cat face. I never noticed how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. Maybe he likes her. Ellipsis! Are you sure, Hee-chan? Very sure. Ellipsis! Wah! You're wrong, Hee-chan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is satisfaction of proving them. Wah! Shizune pushes her glass up on the bridge of her nose in a matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to be having lunch with them. Slide. Ellipses. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Wow, it's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. My old school, I like to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misa seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misa pull me towards the cafeteria, which is not surprisingly packed. Maybe some of the students favor eating in the classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates that had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misa picks up from where we left off earlier. So Hee-chan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Ellipsis. Right, Chi-chan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods for confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misa straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Hee-chan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams or players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There is a book club, right, Chi-chan? Right. But it seems like they all have the members that they can possibly have right now. So, sorry, Hee-chan, it's a very popular club. Cafes! Ellipses. Okay, but more to the point, Hee-chan, what does that mean if you don't have anything already in mind? No, not really. Ellipses. Good, great, that's great. Why is it so great? Oh, no reason. Well, Hee-chan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there's one other thing. Student council! Yay! I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. Yeah, you did. He knew there was a student council because the black-haired chick is student council president. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it and Misa is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion in a manner of speaking. After all, it's just Misa who has the voice of whatever she says. Ellipsis. Right. Maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we can hang out every day, Hee-chan. She-chan and I are both on the student council. Actually, She-chan is the president. I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misa might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about us with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misa. Ellipsis. Of course we're not trying to get you to join just because we obviously would benefit from you joining student council. Therefore, I'm incentive to try and get you to. So you're admitting that... Ellipsis. No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hee-chan, of course it would be nice if you joined, and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining student council shows a healthy interest in the workings of one's school. Yep, it's true, Hee-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend your time with us after school, Hee-chan? I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they're already pretty cute to begin with. Whoa. Well, ellipsis. So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hee-chan. Huh? What? No. Aw, see, She-chan? Of course it wouldn't go so easily. Ellipsis. Yep, that's right. Though it would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh well, She-chan owes me candy now. You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this, and Misa signs to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. Ellipsis. Wow, that's interesting, Hee-chan. Let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about Rich Man, Poor Man? Hee-chan, if you lose, then you have to join the student council. No, absolutely not. Aw, why not? Well, because you two are both have the same incentive, and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council. Ellipsis. Yep. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you are going to team up and I'll have a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Ellipsis. Hee-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying that you don't trust us and that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad. Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misa's thoughts begin. Ellipsis. In order to atone for hurting a younger's feeling, you definitely have to join the student council. No! It doesn't seem like he wants to. How would a game of paper football instead of Rich Man, Poor Man? Paper football? Yeah, it's a game they play in America. You use a paper triangle, and then you try to shoot it past the goalpost that the other person makes with their fingers. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hee-chan. Ellipsis. And it's played by elementary and middle school children, Hee-chan. Waha! That means that this game really separates the boys from the men. More like boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hee-chan? Shizune frowns at Misa, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say I'm happy about the attempts to get me to join the student council, but I'm a little curious about what student council does here. Oh. I never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misa, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Ellipsis. Okay, Hee-chan, how about Risk? The game of world domination. I don't know what that is. It's really fun, Hee-chan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. If you want to play, we can after school. Ellipsis. Really, She-chan? We can play just for fun, Hee-chan. She-chan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay, perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hee-chan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I grimace to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end, I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends, and we go back to class. Oh, slide! During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. So this seems like a pretty good place to end. So that was part 4. See you around in the next video.